Hey, what's up, guys? So I got the lights on purple tonight. I noticed that I can change the speed, and I looked at the yellow on the camera. I did the yellow and I did like fast, and it kind of low key looked like a Super Saiyan, excuse me. And then I thought, they might be funny to give this a try and put it in the video. And then I was like, I'm kind of too fat. It wouldn't be realistic, so I decided not to do it. Welcome to Odd One Out. Today is June 27th, 2026. Today is Saturday. Man, I'm already feeling the Sunday scaries. It's not even Sunday yet, but 9:30 at night. So maybe it's because it's almost Sunday that I'm starting to feel the Sunday scaries. Regardless, man, just thought I'd do another let's talk kind of video where I'm not screaming at you, I'm not cussing at you, I'm not doing any kind of other stupid things. Let's just talk politics, man. So got the Great American Experience, hosted by Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn, or whatever's going on up there in D.C. The American State Fair, the Donald Trump birthday party / the 4th of July celebration. And man, that stuff looks bad. I had seen somebody put out a picture where it was like Hibachi Express, and the menu was like a hot dog with fries, cheese or chicken tenders, nachos. Like there was nothing that would resemble hibachi. I saw the one of the food tents went out of power, and all the ice cream melted. I saw multiple states where they've got like a booth set up to every single state, and like some it's like themed with it and has like fun facts about the state. There's multiple states where it's just empty and it's just like chairs that are sitting there and nobody's there representing. It's a total freak fest. It's so symbolic right now of what the country's, what's kind of going on with the country, and how everything that Trump touches just dies, and it's just awful. Especially as the dude gets older. He was always a con man, so he was only to weasel his really sad supporters into believing him because he was, charismatic. He really knew how to BS. And now he's just like old, demented, and that shine is completely worn off. So it's really bad, man. I don't feel like anybody except for the cultiest of the cult members are proud to be like, oh, I'm MAGA. It's like, no. Drive around. I mean, I'm in super red Oklahoma, where every single county has voted red the past 3 straight elections, and I don't see any MAGA flags. My side gig is doing deliveries, and so I did like just one time when I was out. Shoot, where was I even at? It was out in the boondocks, like literally about 80 miles away from where I live, and I finally saw a MAGA flag. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. You have to go far. And I was just like, whoa, okay. Forgot that those even existed. I can't tell you when the last time I saw a Make America Great Again hat was. I was at the Walmart here in town, and I did see somebody with a Trump bumper sticker on their vehicle. But like it's just such a dead movement. It's wild. You look at the commentators, Nick Fuentes, who I say MAGA. He's not really MAGA. He's 100% right wing, alt right even. And like this has been something you could observe for a couple years at least now. Maybe longer, but like the movement that he helped create, this right-wing groiper movement, this incel, just ultra-conservative politics, fascism, Hitler praising movement, like he can't stand the people that are his fans and support him. Like he really made this really dumb movement thinking, I don't know what he thought actually. And he's just like, you hear him read some of his super chats, and he like face palms, and he even says like on his show, I hate you guys. Like I can't stand. Like this is really what it's turned into. It's a bunch of idiots. It's like, well, what did you expect? It's not an intellectual movement. It's a countercultural movement. It's a movement made of people that just are so filled with hatred and vitriol, that are just anti-people, change, anti-progression. It's a white nationalist culture, hyper white nationalist culture, and you know, I saw one of his super chats was saying like, funny enough, I'm talking about me in Oklahoma. He's like, I just moved from California to, or New York, I think maybe, to Oklahoma City. It's the greatest move I ever made. and and by the way, I love Oklahoma City. I love Oklahoma City. I have traveled enough places to know, damn, like I can see why we're a flyover area. But I do love Oklahoma City personally. It's, you know, it's the place I've grown up in my whole life. But Nick just laughs and he's like, "Are you on drugs? Like you went from like New York City, for example, to Oklahoma City, and you're like, this is the greatest decision I ever made." And they said it was the best major city in America. And it's like, by the way, I'm about to go to Chicago. About a month and a half coming up. I'm so stoked. And it's like I would love to live in Chicago. I don't. Here's where all my family is. This is our home. My wife and I have always talked about, though, like one day maybe go retire and live in Chicago. You know, as much as I love Oklahoma, man, I'm really trying hard. You can tell. Like I don't want to hate on my state. I love my state, even though like I can't stand the politics. I still love my state, dude. But it's just all of the major cities, all of the cities that have everything going on, that are the most popular, that are the most well liked, are blue cities. Nobody wants to go live in Inola, Oklahoma, and Durant. And by the way, it is Durant. It's not Durant. Nobody wants to go live in Hobart. Nobody wants to go live in all these, you know, like, really? There's a reason why everybody's moving to, like, Austin or New York City. There's, you know, and in Los Angeles, people want to talk about all these people that are fleeing from there, which, by the way, there are. And the statistics show that people fleeing from those blue major cities are Republicans. But, you know, California's got 40 million people. 40 million. How many people does Oklahoma even have? Like 4 million? I'm honestly not sure off the top of my head. 3 million? I'm really not sure. I would guess probably closer to 4 million if I had to guess. But it's like, you just hear all the time about how these are hellhole states. And then you get the World Cup going on. And they're coming to Seattle. They're coming to Los Angeles. Like they're coming to New York City. And they're like, this is amazing. You know, these Americans, like, bunch of them have been completely brainwashed into thinking that Chicago is like on fire and it's a hellscape. And it's like, no, it's pretty freaking awesome. Yes, it is very unaffordable. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why it's expensive to live there. That's because people want to live there, and it's supply and demand. If it was all just a hellhole, nobody wanted to live there, and everybody was fleeing, it would be cheap to live in. It's a reason why land out in the middle of nowhere is cheap, because nobody's dying to move there. If you want to go live out in the country, which is totally fine, there's so much to go choose from. And part of that dynamic is just, you know, cities only take up a certain amount of land, and then you have so much land in between it here in the United States. We're a huge land mass. So, like, I get it. And by the way, my family has a farm out near the Watonga, Weatherford part of the state. Got like 450 acres. It's pretty big. I've always loved going out there. I used to work out there all the time until I was 18 and then went off to college. And then my dad he stopped farming kind of around that same time, probably because he got tired of doing it by himself. But, I love that life. I really do enjoy that life. I could not live that life 24/7, 365. Credit to those who can. It's peaceful. It's really peaceful, man. It's beautiful out there. It's really nice and quiet. The people that surround you are friendly. The politics are wacky, and they probably believe some insane things about, talking about California and Chicago. They probably believe some insane things going on over there, but regardless, I got a lot of family out there too. But if you ask me what I prefer, dude, I love the city. I'm 100% a city boy. Living in Chicago would be an absolute dream. Love Stan's Donuts. I love Luminati's Pizza. If anybody's from the Chicago area, you know that I'm a real one whenever I say Luminati's is the best one. I'm not going to say Giordano's. Gino's East is pretty solid. But, and nothing wrong against Giordano's, bro. But that's kind of like if you tell that to Chicago, and it's like, that's like the McDonald's of the Chicago-style pizzas. So, and I put ketchup on my hot dog, man. I'm sorry. That's where I lost a bunch of my Chicagoans. I'm a big Cubbies fan, though. But regardless, man, you know, and all the other right-wing commentators taking a big loop back. I'm doing the weave. You know, Candace Owens can't stand what MAGA's become. Alex Jones, it's like, that's when you know you are cooked, is when you've lost Alex Jones. He's gone. He's talked about impeaching Trump. That was like a couple months ago now. Megyn Kelly can't stand him. What? The only right-wing commentators that like him are everybody that's on the Daily Wire, like Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh. Like absolute loser commentators. Like that's it. Complete ideologues that they don't care about reality. They don't care how awful the results of their policy and ideology are. It's all just driven by their religious beliefs. Just great examples of why we got to get religion the hell out of politics, bro. It's got to get out of politics. So you got to get money out of politics. You got to get religion out of politics. The Republican Party is a fascist terrorist death cult. And credit to my boy Kyle Kalinske for, saying that. It's true. I used to think he was crazy for saying that. Like, bro, you're going way too far. Like, calm down. You're gonna, no, dude. They're right. The Department of Labor saying that Americans have always known why. Posting a video about a penguin like walking away from all of the food and just comfort of life that it has there in the colony, and like running for the mountains. And it's like, Americans have always known why this penguin is running to the mountains. It's like, bro, it's going to go die. There's no food out there. If anything, there's predators out there. There's nothing for it. Like, it sounds like this romantic thing. It's not romantic to go die. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in using government to make things better. They don't believe in a better future. Like, and it's getting to a point where we all collectively are like, bro, is there a good future ahead? I'm hopeful and optimistic only because that's like my nature. And if it's to the point where like I have a bad feeling in my gut that it's like, no, dude, like no matter how, you throw in leftists that are good, that actually are good, real leftists, FDR modeled leftists, there's been so much damage done. Both. It's whatever word means, like to all, to the economy, to the environment, to the body politic, to our information ecosystem, to our trust in institutions, to our trust in the media, bro. We're so cooked. And this was all by choice. It was all by design. All the oligarchs and right-wing hacks and corporate Democrats, all their funders, they wanted this because it's all about them. One day they're going to die. They don't have to worry about all this crap. They don't got to worry about global warming. They don't got to, they just care about getting themselves and they care about themselves and getting that fourth yacht. They really don't care. The wealth doesn't trickle down. The prosperity and like, bro, no. These people are selfish narcissists. That's how you become a billionaire. That's how you become a trillionaire, Elon. And they're just all about getting theirs. It's a dog-eat-dog world, right? Only because we make it that way. We make the rules. It's dog-eat-dog world because humans make the rules and decided it's going to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. And then somehow their right-wing voters see everything that's going on and they still go vote for it again. And the annoying thing is, it's almost like racism itself, where, and I just think that that's such a trademark, especially of the MAGA movement with Donald Trump. It's like, bro, you guys, it's like both with racism and with this ideology, it used to be something and it's becoming something again, to where you would hide it, you keep it quiet about it because it's not popular, it's morally wrong. But then like this guy enables it and he puts it on the big scale, and especially whenever you see him winning elections, you're like, oh, it's totally okay. I'm going to go back to saying the R word. If the N word slips, oh well. I'm going to go back to saying the F slur. So, it's something where you wish that they would learn from their mistakes, but come on, bro. Like, people are kind of just who they are. Yes, people can change, but I understand now. Like, I do believe people can change. But I understand now why there's even an argument to, can people actually change? Like, I understand now why that's an argument to be had, because it's like, dude, and this is even seen in political research amongst independents. There's no such thing as, independents that don't have at least one kind of a bias. Like, people that register as independent, they still lean right or they still lean left. They still have a political favoritism. And, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying people are who they are. Yes, there are some people that can be persuaded. Yes, there are some people that are logical. Yes, there are some people that are not so dug into their biases and worldview. But especially whenever Republicans have completely married their faith and their religion, it gets to a point where they are who they are, bro. And that's why if you're a liberal, if that's why you're leftist, vote for who you want in the primaries and be loud and proud and criticize the opposition within your party. Like, I'm a leftist. I cannot stand Gavin Newsom. If he becomes the candidate, I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to tear my hair out, okay? But liberals and leftists have to rally around, our figures, our candidates for the party, because the opposition, MAGA, is a terrorist fascist death cult. And so if Gavin Newsom, God not willing, wins the primary, I'm going to swallow the biggest pill ever, and I'm just going to vote for him. Because versus J.D. Vance, Don Jr., like, bro, come on. We messed this up with Joe. We messed this up by, yes, we were frustrated with the ongoing genocide and the lack of trying to rein in Israel. I get it. Totally fair, totally viable. It's great to send a message. Look what ended up happening, though. Look at the result of that. We can't make that mistake again. So Republicans are going to be Republicans. Fascists are going to be fascists. The cult is going to cult. So the left needs to just show up to the polls. Make it too big to rig for the left. So that's all I got for y'all. I was just going to... I'm trying to upload videos as much as I can. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps this tiny channel grow. I hope I said that at the beginning. I'm always forgetting. But it means a lot, man. I'm trying to put out videos more often. I'm going to get another video out with my wife soon. She's fantastic and brings a much different style than what I bring. So that'll be good. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Odd one out.